Hi everyone and welcome to another Decorate With Us. It's Thursday, so you know what that means. It's time for another Tablescape. Tablescape Thursdays is an open collaboration that is hosted by myself, Tamira, over here at Decorate With Us, and Renee over at O Taste and See. I will have her channel linked down in the description box below. So today we're going to be creating a Thanksgiving tablescape for two here in my living room. I'm starting off with matte black chargers. Next, I'm layering on my high gloss black plates from Dollar Tree. And I'm following that with these blue Dollar Tree plates that do have a detailed edge. Now you may be saying, blue, I thought this was a Thanksgiving tablescape. Well, it is, you guys, and when we work on the centerpiece, at the very end, you'll see how this all ties together. And at the moment, I do have two different wine glasses on the table. I'm going to leave my two options here until I get to the point where I place the centerpiece and then see which one I like best. At the moment, while I do love the blue glasses, I'm leaning towards my Dollar Tree smoke glasses, but you'll have to wait and see which one. I am going to be going with a plain black napkin, and for the napkin ring, I'm going to use these basket weave. Well, hi, Miss Abby. These basket weave napkin rings. She thinks it's a treat. I'm gonna go grab her a treat real quick and we'll be right back. No, Abby, leave it. Okay, sorry about that. Take number 2 here. We're gonna use a plain black napkin, the basket weave napkin rings. And then I've already done it to one, so there were 3 pumpkins on here. I'm going to cut a pumpkin off of each one of these stems, and then I'll kind of show you, but I'm not going to completely show you because my hands don't function properly, and so I feel like I make this look a whole lot harder than it actually should be, and it probably was a whole lot harder for me than it actually should be. But I will kind of take you along and then I'll explain. Okay, so first I used my cutters. You can use any cutters. These are just the ones I could find in my hubby's toolbox, and they actually worked quite well. And you're going to cut it off, but you're going to leave a stem. And I don't know, a couple inches. It doesn't really matter. You just need a stem. I mean, a decent length. But a precise amount doesn't matter. Okay, so then next, what I'm going to do is essentially bend the stem to create a hook that then I'm going to feed through the basket weave on the napkin ring. So I'll show you the hook part and then I'll show you how it looks when it's completed. Okay, so you can see here, I just kind of bent it like a hook. And then, like I said, you're basically going to take the hook and find an open hole that it will fit through and feed it through like this. But instead of having this end overlap out here, which is where I make it look complicated, I guess, this part is going to come more on the inside, if that makes sense. So it's going to come through one of these inner holes in here, not around the outer edge. So I'm going to get this one hooked on, and then we'll be right back. So you can see here, it's hooked through the inside and then folded around. So then I'm just going to follow that procedure, but with the other pumpkin, because otherwise this brown stem would show. So the other pumpkin is going to come in at this angle to cover up this brown stem. So whereas this one got fed from above, this one will get fed through from below and up through, if that makes sense. So in the end, this is how it looks. And granted, from certain angles, you can still kind of see the brown stem. And if that bothers you, you could totally hot glue them on. I would just rather have an option that's easy to remove and doesn't require hot glue. So for me, I'm fine with that little touch of brown. It's not that noticeable. And this is just a tablescape for two, so it's just for me and my hubby. Okay, so somehow in the process of my tutorial, I made one so that the lighter blue pumpkin was up at the top when I placed it on at this angle that would overlap, and one where that ended up at the bottom, because otherwise the light blue one would have been the one sticking out. I wanted the light blue one to be the one that was closer to the place setting, if that makes sense. But you know, I'm okay with it. I kind of think in the end, it'll give the tablescape some character. For the centerpiece, I'm starting off with this candle holder that I picked up a few years back from Goodwill. And then I'm going to be layering these candle holders on top of it. Now you guys, if I had some blue or this color turquoise aqua pillar candles, I would be using pillar candles, but I don't. So we're going to use these candle holders. And I know this aqua color may kind of stand out right now, but I'm hoping that by the end you'll understand and it'll all blend together, so just stay with me. Okay, so I think we're actually going to go with 2 aqua and 1 blue, because I thought I had 3 of the aqua ones, but I actually don't. I only have 2, and I think I still want to incorporate this aqua color regardless. Next, I'm going to be adding in some pumpkins. So you guys, with the pumpkins, we've definitely got fall going on. But I did tell you that this was going to be a Thanksgiving tablescape. And by the end, you guys, I will be adding in something that will make it a definite tablescape for Thanksgiving. So just stay with me. So I have 2 of each of the colors that I'll be adding in this larger size. So there's what I have going on so far, and I'm just going to kind of bring you back here and there and show you how this is progressing. My hope is that in the end you won't really see the frame of this candle holder anymore, at least from the front. I was hoping to go around the back too, but I don't know if I'll have enough pumpkins in the right colors. So you can see here I'm just layering in black pumpkins and then these various shades of blue velvet pumpkins to create this really pretty centerpiece. Now you guys, I do wish that all the stems on these pumpkins were not gold, because I don't really have any gold going on in my tablescape, but we're just going to go with it because repainting all these stems would take me way too long, and who knows, in the future I may want them to be gold. So aside from that, I'm really liking how this is coming together so far, but I am still working on it. Okay, you guys, so I do have to go and grab a few more black pumpkins from upstairs to finish out the back side of this. But this is the centerpiece that I created. And in creating it, I brought out the final thing, and my plan had been to tuck it between these 2 pumpkins on the end on both sides. But I've had a change of plans. So I'm actually quite happy with this centerpiece. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to finish it out. I'm going to get my candles. I'm going to light it up. I'm going to swap out this glass for this glass, I'm pretty sure. But I still haven't 100% decided on that. And then I'm going to do reveal number 1 before we do a change up and we come back for reveal number 2, if that makes sense. Okay, you guys, so here is reveal number 1, and this is probably about the closest I'm going to be able to get it to the lighting conditions I'd be going for, because it is still daylight out, so there's a lot of light coming through my skylight in my kitchen as of now. I did opt to go with the blue glasses, at least for this look. Once we get to the final reveal, you'll probably see me go back to the smoke glasses. But I'm just going to go ahead and take you in for a closer look at this centerpiece that I've created. see all the different colors. And basically what I did was I made sure that I kind of varied. So we've got the darker blue, the lighter blue, and then wherever I didn't have any of those colors to fill in, we filled in with black. You guys, like I said, I am really happy actually with how this turned out. But to me, this is still more of a fall tablescape than a Thanksgiving tablescape, although it could totally be used for Thanksgiving. I'm not saying it can't. But I have an element that really makes this a Thanksgiving tablescape, and it was what I had set out to do. So I'm going to go ahead and do some rearranging here and bring you back for another reveal. So you guys, here is the final reveal. And you may notice right off the bat what I was talking about and where the aqua color was coming from, and this whole idea of these blues, but then kind of playing with this black color. I will take you in closer because the entire idea came from these fabulous turkeys that I have filled with blue leaves. But I will take the leaves out right at the very end before we conclude, just so you can see how fabulous these turkeys really are. I did consider using them as candle holders too, but I don't have the right color candles at the moment. So I decided to do this with them. And I am going to turn on some more light, which will allow you to see them better too before I take the leaves out of them. But you guys, I know it's a little unorthodox. I picked those up from Goodwill, and I knew that I wanted to do a blue and black tablescape for Thanksgiving. Originally, I wanted to do one like a full-size one on my kitchen table, but I have not been able to curate the items that I want for that yet. So that'll be for a future year. But I did want to go ahead and showcase these turkeys and show a more unorthodox or a different outlook on a Thanksgiving tablescape. And I did just create this for two, again, to show that even if it's just a couple people, you can dress your Thanksgiving table up really simply and create a very pretty table setting for you to enjoy your Thanksgiving meal, whatever it may be, on. So I know this is a little bit backwards, but here it is with some more lights so that you can really see the amazing colors on these turkeys. I mean, aren't they just fabulous? And like I said, I'll take the leaves out in just a moment so that you can see a better view of them. But I was so excited about them, and you guys, they are vintage from what I can tell online, and I paid under $10 for the set of two. And then, as promised, here's a view of it without anything inside of it. Now, you guys, I didn't do that to both of them. The bigger one does have a far more detailed tail than the smaller one, but I do want to use these in my bedroom. So I don't want to take the leaves out of both of them and have to do the arrangement again. I do believe, oh, that one shows me it's $5.99, and they say something on the bottom. Let me see if I can get my camera to focus on it. They say made in Japan, and then they have an initial from what I can tell here. If it was $5.99, then I paid 50% off, I'm pretty sure, because I normally don't buy anything from Goodwill unless it's on the $1.99 sale, so I might have done that, or if it's a 50% off tag. But again, absolutely fabulous. And you guys, that is it for today. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And as always, I hope you're having a great day.